I don't want to say that I'm inclined to retro, to old stuff. No, this will be dishonest. I prefer quality. Quality cars, quality materials, which proven by years and decades. Yes, I love quality stuff. Let's clarify one thing. We love old Volvos not because they are old, but because they are really quality cars, quality products from 60s. Let's be honest. And now, in modern days, a lot of quality stuff. From honest manufacturers, we can find quality cars, but also a lot of crap. Modern cars, they, as a rule, they stuffed with a whole bunch of electronic. Yes, you can riding around and you can notice that these electronics, there is no needness to equipate all this car with this electronic, because a lot of things really not need for me. This require, proper maintenance from professionals. My experience was related modern cars, Volkswagen, European cars, Toyota, and I want to say that Toyota really great quality car. We can compare, and we want to put in one row Volvos from 60s and Toyota from modern days. Yes, I want to confess that I'm really respect this quality cars. I don't want to say that I'm inclined to retro, to old stuff. No, this will be dishonest. I prefer quality. Quality cars, quality materials, which proven by years and decades. Yes, I love quality stuff which proven by decades. But from modern cars, I can say that we can find also really good examples of quality and durability. So, we devoted to Volvos. So, we want to say that these cars, really great cars, it's really great investment, and we can consider purchase of old Volvo as investment. These assets, they can be valuable. You can treasure this car, because with decades this car will be more expensive if it's in appropriate quality, in good condition. Rust, this is the greatest enemy for any car, even Toyota's modern cars. I remember as I worked as a driver, and with my boss, we used this car every day. This was beautiful Toyota. And one time in a wreck, so strange person decided to make U-turn in front of me, and I wanted to go left to avoid this wreck, and I hit him a little bit by right fender. I scratched my fender, and my fender teared, and was a big hole. And next day was rain, and this part of fender, which was teared and without paint, without surface wasn't coated, this was bald metal, uncovered metal, it becomes rusty. At the next day was rain, and I think this is metal, like 14 cans. But Toyota, with frame, and really a reliable car, and my purpose was to save car engine compartment from this heat which can be during this collision. So I protected my car, but fender was teared and surface was rust was on the surface of metal which was without any protection. So what I want to say that modern cars require more protection. We should trace their condition and they require specialists. Yes, they can be good, reliable with appropriate maintenance. And a person should be skilled enough to maintain modern cars and with experience. You know, you can give me these fancy tools and yes, I can test this car, but I can't realize what wrong inside by this data. And probably you, if you're not skilled, you also can't test your oven modern cars. You have to have these special tools and experience to test what wrong inside the engine. Yes, by this data we can judge the condition of engine if we have all these fancy tools, scan tools, but we should have experience to judge more wisely and point these things which require additional highlight to look more closer to this aspect which can be pointed as red segments, which we should pay our close attention to these cars. So modern cars require specialists, and they built to expire. I don't know exactly they built to expire, but Toyotas, they can serve by decades, like old Volvos. So I can compare cars from 60s with reputable brands. We're not going to say about French cars or a lot of European cars which were crappy. German cars from 60s. Now they so fancy. Even BMW, Mercedes, they so fancy cars and they are really expensive for maintenance. And now I remember one woman, friend of our family, she owned Mercedes, and there was problems they were so big problems, and was really hard to handle these problems with this Mercedes that she decided to go to dealer, trade in, she's Mercedes, and she bought Volvo. I can say exactly, but also big SUV, and she was really happy with this modern Volvo instead Mercedes. Mercedes more expensive, but this really greatest car with proper maintenance. You can supply proper maintenance only for simple cars from 60s. Yes, this is a great investment. And you can make this maintenance by own hands for your own Volvo. Spare parts available even today, a lot of communities, Facebook groups and a lot of online sites, they can help you to find proper parts and which will exactly for your model. They can help you to find parts. This support for classic Volvos, it's really important for our days. These cars more than 50 years old. So we want to admit that if we want to maintain car by our hands, we should be skilled enough, but you want to devote your time, if this is your work, you want to earn money that way, yes. You want to go deeper and learn all this stuff which related with modern electronic, modern cars, but these simple engines, B1 and B18 and even engines from Volvo 240 series, Volvo 740 series and cast iron block, 940 series too. I had this beautiful Volvo with turbo, turbo. It was turbo, 940 series, it was great car, acceleration was in top edge. This was perfect car, and you can rebuild these cars by your own hands. You can read the book, you can learn online, tutorials how to rebuild your classic car. These engines, they not so complex, and average guy can rebuild this engine, this car, and maintain this car in proper condition. But with modern cars, even Japanese electronic, I'm not able to maintain modern car, I want to admit. And my choice to maintain my cars, one car, from 60s Volvo and another, my Volvo from 70s, which inherited this durability from 60s, Modern cars, they intended to expire, this planned obsolescence, and yes, for a limited period of time, modern car, they stuffed with electronic, and as I said, you want to observe all these features from modern car, and I can say that this was no needness from all this stuff. I'm not used all this stuff, voice, acting, you want to command by voice for your car, a lot of functions, and I even not used all this function, this manual for owner. I'm not used, and turn signal, automatic transmission, all these things, and this enough. This touch screen, how to choose something. I prefer these old style knobs, and how this touch screen, you want to take your sight from road, your attention should be focused on this touch screen. This can be dangerous during your trip. You don't want to pay attention to screen, and you want to see what's in front of you. But a lot of cars, modern cars, one my friend, he has car which you can read on the screen, on the windshield, you can see all this data, this somehow done, and you see on the screen, but you can't turn something. You want to touch this touch screen to adjust something. So why you don't want to buy crap? You want to buy cars which can serve you a long period of time. What do you think about modern cars? Which of them are reliable? Which of them crappy? What do you think about old cars from 60s? And what do you think about old Volvos? Because now in our days this is more just a name only. A Volvo brand, yes, they inherited a lot of reliability, this is safety, this boxy design, and a lot of fans. In modern days, they prefer this design Volvos from 60s, Volvos Amazon, 140 series, 240 series, they are really popular. 240 series, probably more spread in the world because they produced them more. I'll catch you in the next one on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing.